for this day for pretty much a year, planning this day, getting ready for it, and it's finally come. So I got all my shit together, everything's packed. I'm going to show you guys how I pack my stuff. This is the second time around that I'm going actually to fly for a competition, and I was well prepared the first time because my coach helped me through it, but this time I took it a step forward and I actually knew a lot more things on my own than I picked up. So, 2 tips. If you compete and you have to travel, bring your board shorts, your chunks, your suit, anything, put it in your carry-on. And if you're in men's physique, make sure you have a backup pair, because if they don't approve these ones, you got to make sure that you get a pair. And if you have a backup pair, make sure it's a little longer, because half the time if they don't accept your shorts, it's always going to be a length problem. Or it's going to be a big logo problem. So make sure you get a shorts that's a little longer and maybe a bit plainer, and they'll accept it. If you want to avoid the problem, just don't even get one at all, just get the simple pair. So along in my carry-on, I have my laptop, the food that I'm going to be eating on the plane, my scale, and the 2 books that I will be reading back and forth, because I fly out in the morning and I have a layover in Edmonton, and then I land in Vancouver around 1 o'clock. So I want to do a bit of reading. So the 2 books that I am bringing with me that I feel like are going to be helpful are The Secret. I'm not going to get too deep into the books, but I'm pretty sure you guys already know what this book is. And I've talking about this one on Instagram and Snapchat before. How to Talk to Anyone, 92 Little Tricks to Success in Relationships. This book talks a lot about smiles, stage presence, like working a crowd, working a room, body language. So this kind of stuff for me is going to help prime me and get me in that mindset and keep me on track, because I've done every approach and this is probably the one that's helped me the most. It's probably been the most effective because I had the least amount of distractions. Days at a time I would just deactivate my Facebook and I wouldn't read it unless I was reading it, and I would have specific times of day when I would read it, and I would just let them accumulate and I would just get through them all at once, because I just wanted to stay focused. And a lot of the mornings, I made a routine and I stuck to it, and the closer and closer I got to the show, I was more focused, got ready, got my shit, and now that we're at this point, let's move over to the stuff that you're actually going to check in. When you're getting ready for a show, the stuff that you have to check in is most likely any food that they're going to confiscate. So, peanut butter, jam, your ice packs, your pre-workout. You can put this in your carry-on, but I just don't have enough space and I'm not even going to need it, so I might as well check it in. On top of that, your stuff that you check in is everything that you can go without. This is basically extra food and pre-workouts and condiments, anything that I can buy in a store, basically, because you don't want to go, you can go without this stuff. You never want to go without this stuff, because this is your main supply of food and your emergency food at the same time. So weigh out all your food, know how much food you have to bring with you, but then after, bring an additional amount on the side and find a grocery store and just get shit done. Make sure you always have money on the side, because you never know when you're going to have to do something like that. If you move over to this side, we have our rice, and I didn't have enough containers to fill up my rice, so I kind of went a little ghetto. I have a lot of rice in my Batman shaker cup, and I put the rest in my little Popeye shaker cup here, so you never know when you're going to have to use these things. So on top of that, this is all my food, and without moving things around, I just want to give you guys an idea. I label all my food. So the days are written on it, so I know how much is supposed to be eaten on that day, and I don't gotta dig, and I don't gotta search, and I don't gotta wonder. Making your life as simple as possible is gonna make everything as simple as possible, because at this stage in the game, you are a short fuse. So save yourself the trouble, be prepared, follow a routine. It's going to help build your game up, it's going to help build your confidence, it's going to psych you up, because you're going to know that you're on your shit and you know you got everything handled. On top of that, where are they? Because these are actually super important. Fuck, I almost forgot to talk about these guys. Put these in your carry-on the night before. Your wallet with all your cash credit card, debit card, IDs, put that in your carry-on. Passport, same thing. Put that shit in your carry-on. And depending if you're in the NPC or the CBBF, bring this passport. It's not a big deal if you lose it because you can just go and get a new one. But if you have it, you can skip the line because everyone who has a passport is registered right away because we don't get measured. Your height's already written in it, so you just go for short approval and you get your number and you can actually get along with your day a lot faster. Once everything's packed, leave everything at the door, relax for the rest of the night, and take it easy. If you do everything the way I'm telling you right now, then prep should be fucking easy.